Hello and welcome to Digital Priya Lectures. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, anytime you are watching this video. So if you haven't subscribed our channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon for the notification. In this video, we will proceed our last lecture, which is on biological classification. So we will proceed this lecture. Okay. So in biological classification, there are different types of classification. First kingdom classification, second kingdom classification. Okay, further. So we will discuss now first classification. First biological classification was given by Aristotle. He is the scientist who discovered the first biological classification, which is based on morphological characters and habitat of those organisms. Okay, he classify organisms on the basis of only two characters, which is morphological and habitat. First biological classification was given by Aristotle, and secondly, first scientific classification was given by Carolus Linnaeus. Scientific classification was given by Carolus Linnaeus, who was a Swedish scientist. Okay, he is the Swedish scientist who gave us scientific classification. And two kingdom classification was also given by Carolus Linnaeus, who gave us two kingdom classification, which is kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Okay, Carolus Linnaeus give us two kingdom classification, which is kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Okay, so what are the demerits or drawbacks of first classification? So prokaryotes and eukaryotes are grouped under same group or same kingdom, like prokaryotic bacteria and cyanobacteria, also known as green algae, are grouped under same kingdom, which is Plantae. Okay, the prokaryotic bacteria have flagella and cilia on its body, for which help it in moving. Okay, and green algae is a cyanobacteria, which is totally different from the prokaryotic bacteria, but they are grouped under a similar kingdom, which is kingdom Plantae. So next drawback of Carolus Linnaeus classification is that heterotrophs and autotrophs are placed under same group with plants. Okay, with the plants, fungi and heterotrophs are both placed, okay, which are totally different from plants, like fungi or mushroom, we can say that, and heterotrophs, which are totally different from plants, are placed under kingdom Plantae. Okay, so what is the next drawback of Carolus Linnaeus classification or two kingdom classification? Unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms are placed under same group, which is kingdom Animalia. Okay, protozoans are placed in animal kingdom. Some of the examples are here: Paramecium, Stentor, okay, Euglena are placed under a same group. Okay, so some lower organisms have both characters of plants and animals, like Euglena. It have no proper group. It is not provided with a different kingdom. Okay, it have both the characters of plants and animals, like stigma. Stigma is present in plants. Stigma is also present in Euglena, so it have characters of plants, but it have no different groups. Okay, so our third kingdom classification was given by Ernest Haeckel, who is the scientist who who gave us the new kingdom of Protista. Okay, he classifies organisms in three kingdoms: kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia. Okay, he added a new kingdom in the classification, which is kingdom Protista. Kingdom Protista include organisms with contrasting character, which is different from each other. Okay, like wild and wall-less organisms are grouped under same kingdom. Okay, photosynthetic organisms which can make their own food, and non-photosynthetic organisms are placed under same kingdom, which is Protista. And unicellular and filamentous or mycelial organisms are also grouped under a similar group. Unicellular means single celled body, and filamentous which have filaments. Okay, now four kingdom classification was given by Herbert F. Copeland. Copeland gave a new kingdom, which is kingdom Monera. He gave four kingdom classification, which is kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Okay, in its drawbacks or demerits are that fungi still included in kingdom Plantae. Still, fungi have no different kingdom. Okay, it is still grouped under kingdom Plantae, which is different from plants. Okay, now 5 kingdom classification was given by R.H. Whitaker. R.H. Whitaker, who gave a different place to fungi, a different kingdom to fungi. Okay, he grouped 5 kingdoms: kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Okay, what are the characters on which he classify organisms? R.H. Whitaker used following 5 characters to classify organisms: complexity of cell structure, like prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes are simple structured bodies, okay, or organisms, but eukaryotes are complex structure. Eukaryotic organisms have complex formation of their body. Okay, so complexity of cell structure, he classify organisms on the basis of that. Complexity of body structure, he also classify organisms on the basis of body structure. Either he is or it is unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular, like prokaryotic bacteria are unicellular, have cilia on their body to move. Okay, and we know about human beings who are multi-celled structures, have different types of cells. So he classify organisms on the basis of complexity of body structure also. Now, next character on which basis R.H. Whitaker classify organisms: mode of nutrition. Either it is photosynthetic or autotrophs, and either he is non-photosynthetic or heterotrophs. Okay, like plants can make their own food by the process of photosynthesis, so they are also called producers or autotrophs. But heterotrophs take their food from the producer, so they are called heterotrophs. So he classify organisms on the basis of their mode of nutrition also. And next character on which basis he classify organisms: types of reproduction, like sexual, asexual, and their mode of reproduction. Okay, different mode of reproduction. On those basis he also classify organisms. Next character is phylogenetic relationship, on which basis he classify organisms. Now we are shown the asexual reproduction in amoeba. Amoeba have a unicellular body or single-celled body. Here we are shown the parental cell unicellular body. Okay, which divide by nucleus first. Nucleus division occur. Okay, after that cytoplasm divides and at last two daughter cells are formed. So reproduction occur from a single parental cell, which is a unicellular amoeba. Okay, so in asexual reproduction, single parent is involved. In sexual reproduction, two parents are involved, one female and one male. From female egg is formed, and from male sperm is formed. They get fused to form a zygote, which is a single cell double nucleus body. Okay, then zygote divide to form embryo, and embryo develop into a organism, new organisms, or we can say that the offspring of the parental cells. Okay, so in sexual reproduction, two parents are involved. In asexual reproduction, single parent is involved. So that's all. In our next video we will discuss about the 5 kingdom classification, which is given by R.H. Whitaker. So for that, please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon. Also press the like button for our motivation.